Comes first ride on his actual trail bike versus the dual sport life.
Adventurer, adventure ride, moto, off-road, street ride, mountain bike, lone adventurer, moto Mike, average vet rider, street bike Mike, mountain bike Mike, selected off-road, average vet rider.
Run into absolute perfection. Rejetted for elevation, idling with no choke, runs through all the gears. She's a unit. Guys, welcome to the Lone Adventurer Garage, not to be confused with the race shop. Working on a project here. We got a 2007 CRF250X I picked up from a buddy. He wanted to sell it to me for a good price, and I got a buddy that needs a trail bike, so we picked it up. We're working on it. This winter, I think we're going to do a full teardown and build series, but right now, we're just getting it ready to make it through the last couple of riding weekends or trail riding weekends of the year. And yeah, after that, over the winter, we'll tear her all down and get her fixed up. Let me turn you around and let you see what we're dealing with here. Like I said, 2007 CRF250X. Honestly, the bike does not seem to have a whole ton of time on it. I mean, that's not a whole lot of scratching and everything. It's definitely been ridden and put away dirty quite a few times and crashed a few times, but so put a fresh Tusk front tire on it because I swear the tire I took off was the original tire from 2007. Got rid of the odometer line. We'll pull that off at some point, and went to new style fork guards and that. Put in new front brakes. I'll show you a picture right now of what the brakes look like because the forks are leaking. One of the things I'll do during the winter is obviously rebuild the suspension, since I do own HSS suspension. We jetted it for elevation. Went from a 132 main to a 142 main, and it suggested a 42 slow jet, which it already had in it. So far, jetted for elevation, new front brakes, new front tire, some fork guards, charged up the battery because the battery was dead. So, gonna have some fun on it. We'll take you along for the first ride on her tomorrow. All right, everyone, welcome back to the Lone Adventurer. Today we're in Vidavoo, just outside of Cheyenne at Pole Mountain. We got the CRF250X project that Brandon got. We're gonna see how that goes. We're on the 250F as usual. Come along, enjoy the ride. We'll see if we can find something fun to do and make this video a little entertaining. This is Brandon's first time trail riding on an actual trail bike versus his Roz Recon 250. I'll get on that 250X a little bit. It is only 38 degrees today, so it's only 38 out, so it's chilly, and I got a hoodie on, so this week, so that was a fun rock. Let's do that again. What are you thinking?
I like it. It's a lot more responsive than I'm used to. When we round this bend, it's quite the drop right there.
Around this bend?
Like right after this little thing.
After the corner there?
Right in that corner, there's quite the drop.
Well, let's hit it.
Okay.
You can go a little faster, you know.
Yep, yep. Up here's where I crashed.
Which way are we going? This way?
This way.
Okay.
Back.
Look at that beautiful Wyoming scenery. You're gonna love these rock formations. My gosh. Beautiful. Brandon is definitely riding a little more timid than he even rides the bras on that bike. He's nervous of the newfound power that his new trail bike has, but so much better to have an actual trail bike. Look at the beauty, huh? So much better to have an actual trail bike that weighs 230, 240 versus a Chinese dual sport that, you know, weighs 330 pounds, doesn't necessarily have the power to get out of its way. But the bras, I'm not down talking the bras either. The bras is sweet for what it's intended to be used for. It's perfect for that. He's got to learn to stand up. You gotta learn to stand up, man. Through those rocks, it's so much easier on you. Fun. It's rocky, but it's actually a pretty fun place to. But yeah, Brandon handles it. It's actually a pretty fun trail, guys. Even though it looks like relatively easy, at least there's a lot of change and stuff with it. Super fun. Ooh, Jesus. I just never been here, so I don't know what it all looks like. So we'll turn around, rip back up. Ooh, trails. But they are fun. like the whole point of this, right? This is new rider adventures, bringing Brandon riding on new and experiencing a new bike today. I'm on a new trail, so yeah, it's kind of fun to see somewhere new, even if it's not super technical. Good?
Yeah, my hands are feeling me, but...
You're holding on too tight.
What?
You're holding too tight.
A lot of this is just open.
Okay.
So, alright, I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, go get some. We'll give him a chance. We're out here having a break. Skinny pop. It's kind of weird since neither of us are skinny. But first ride on an actual trail bike. I know she's not the Bras, which is the, you know, the Swiss Army knife of motorcycles, but what's the thoughts on the first ride?
A lot more responsive, feels a lot better. You know, I can, the bike can do a lot more than I can, right? But it feels good.
Huh? Nice.
It's good so far.
Rejetted, the jetting seems fine. I don't know how the front brakes are. How's that new Tusk front tire feel?
Feels fine.
Okay.
Feels good.
Wow.
It's gripping.
In-depth reviews here on these tires. It is only his 4th or 5th ride though ever on a dirt, in the dirt or on a motorcycle period. So we'll catch back up to you maybe when we find something exciting. And as always, the 250F is flawless. All right, guys, we're on the 07 CRF250X I've been working on. So we're taking it for a little spin. Brandon's on 250F. I'm a little ways ahead. We're gonna do some ripping. I'll give you some thoughts on what I think. So far, I mean, it does have the old feel, you know, because it is an old style carbureted bike, but it seems okay. So let's get on it. The suspension is so bad. Because it needs to be rebuilt. The brakes aren't super great. I don't know that I would buy one because I've had 3 of these in a 450, and I would argue that bike is one of my top 3 favorite bikes. I wouldn't mind getting my hand on a 450 like later 2012 or newer and just having it as a ripper. Let's get it back on. Fucking, oops, with the 5th gear, that's a, you know, faster gear. I mean, overall, I think it's a pretty fun bike. It needs everything refreshed. The brakes need rebuilt, the forks need rebuilt, the shock needs rebuilt. The carb's tuned. It needs a new rear tire. It's got a new front tire. The seat cover's terrible, but Hondas were always terrible in that time frame. Like, they're so slippery, but this thing's a ripper. It's pretty fun. I would suggest this to anyone that wants a little bit more power than like a 250F. Get a used one of these and just freshen it up, because it's pretty sweet. Did you see that fall over? I couldn't touch my foot. We're just on dirt roads now, so I don't know that I'll keep you on. But yeah. We'll kill it if you're gonna sit for a second. Nice looking moose, big one. Looks healthy. Very nice.
Last time I saw two fellas, and they were like, I can only assume what was going on there.
Young bull.